Nope. Good morning, guys. It is our weekly live stream. It is Leap Day. I think that's what they call it as far as...
I'm sorry.
Have some water?
The water is what's going down the wrong pipe.
You just like interrupting me. You have a very good theme of interrupting me this week.
Ken, I'm glad you're on, because if I was choking, you clearly wouldn't help me.
No. Absolutely not. The way you've been irking me this week.
Oh, please. I can't wait to get into that.
Because then the
Gentlemen, I'm on the market.
But then the
Who
channel
wants me? Highest bidder. Not even the highest bidder. I'm coming. Who wants to send me a ticket? Who wants to pick me up?
Then the channel can become mine again.
And you'll have what, like 10 subscribers. I'll bring our viewers with us.
Yeah. I'll be there.
Ken, I'll pack light. Any equipment you want me to bring with?
You're gonna need an 18-wheeler and a semi behind that.
Oh, good. His mom is on. You can have him back.
No, my mother said
he's fresh, he's rude, and he's crude.
My mother said
I hope you're ready for him.
My mother said no backseats.
Yeah, nobody's gonna want him. You're gonna have him till he's an old man.
So I guess this is leap year. What is like leap day or whatever? Because you know about that. You said something to me, and I didn't have a clue.
I'm surprised you know everything about everything. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. You tell the viewers what leap day is, Mr. Know-it-all Pate.
That's useless information that I choose not to process.
Most of what you say is useless information, and you know everything about everything. So tell us. Tell us.
So good morning. As you can tell, we had a very rough.
How's the traffic on the Whitestone? Ken, I will walk over the Whitestone for you to avoid the traffic. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Good morning, Doug. How are you? We really need to start taking notes. So explain leap day as I start taking some notes. Sorry.
Let's explain the reasons why we need to get rid of Mr. on Mr. Pate's performance. Hey, go-karts are gone fishing. Polar bear, how are you? See, this is what makes my Saturday happy again. This is what makes it happy again. Oh, I love you guys. Good morning, everyone. Aw, Polar Bear said he's driving to the machine shop and he'll be around.
Aww.
I love it.
Have fun at work today.
Maybe after Ken picks me up, we can come see you, Polar Bear.
So we get those. Happy Peas, Ken's full engine. So explain leap day, because I don't have the slightest.
Happens every 4 years. It's the 29th of February, so it doesn't happen often. And it's actually something that, just like with changing the clocks back, there was talk about them trying to get rid of having a leap year, but they squashed that conversation with the calendar. So
for people who work every day, like how does that affect them? It's just not. I mean, it's just
another day in the calendar.
Oh, okay. So this is why I can't remember.
It's just another day in the calendar, and you'd have to work it if you have to work on leap day. That's all. Are there any leap day babies out there? I actually know someone. I went to college with a girl who was a leap day baby, and we always just ended up celebrating her the day before. Aw.
Oh, haha, it's Doug's leap year. What's up, Boneyard? How are you?
Hi, Boneyard. How are you?
So, I mean, as far as just talking about leap year work week has been absolutely insane. I mean, I promised you guys I would be like a better YouTuber and try and put out a better quality video compared to just getting, stuff out there.
Speaking of better quality, let's just stop him right there.
Cutting you off again.
It's important to cut him off when there's good things to talk about. How many of you, I know you did. Let me rephrase the question. Let me thank you for hopping on and showing some love to the Mrs. Pate's performance video this week. I love all of you. I had so much fun making it. Of course, this one cut out so many monumental pieces of that video. I had so much more to offer you. But this one goes in and edits, and he chops and screws all the important parts. But I so appreciate that you went on anyway, and you showed some love. And I hope you loved it, because don't forget, we are 76 school days away from the summer vacation for the schools here in New York. And in the summertime, I do run my own schedule as far as work is concerned. I still work over the summer, but it's a very different schedule. So I plan on getting out there with some videos, and I plan on getting some videos up without him being aware of it. So he can't get rid of the good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Shirty hijacked my channel.
Yeah.
As you guys can tell, I'm not happy about that.
If anyone is opposed to me hijacking the channel, let me know. But if you're okay with it, let's keep rolling with it.
I'm a big fan. So it's funny.
Nobody wants your opinion. If you want his opinion, raise your hand. If you want me to hijack, let's just keep going with it.
Absolutely not. So, I mean, this work week was absolutely like, insane. It was almost every day I was going to bed around like midnight. So, I mean, I was only able to do the one video, which was fine. It ended up being an hour long. So I try and keep our videos to like less than an hour long. So I kind of let that video, you know, run its course for the rest of the week. Kind of let you guys, you know, did you like it or did you not? As you guys could tell, right? Even though I promised to be a better YouTuber, our heads were cut off. Because in my mind, I had this video played out until she came out and totally ruined and wrecked the video.
Whole time.
She's convinced that that still backpack blower to this day, that I ruined that.
You did. You did. And did anyone, first, hold on. The reason your head was cut off in the video was because you never planned on me coming outside, because he was going to take ownership of all the equipment that I found. So why should he be doing a video on all of my finds? Agree or disagree? Wouldn't you rather I do a video on my finds? And did you not notice? I think that video could have been much shorter if you didn't, after a machine started, feel the need to restart it 6 more times to prove that it started. And did you see how violently he likes to start my equipment? There's like no finesse to it. He's looking to just tear something out. You know, like that recoil on my still. It was like he was just looking to ruin more equipment on behalf of Mrs. Pate's performance. I know your MO.
No.
You could deny it all you want.
So the last thing I want to do is create more work for myself. So she thought I was going to go out there and ruin every machine that she bought, which is absolutely not the case. So for the longest time, I've been telling you guys that I've been wanting to make space in the garage because I wanted to get a lawn tractor in there or a commercial grade lawnmower, right? Because there's a lot of profit in these machines. So I expressed that to her, and what does she do? She goes out and fills up the garage again. And I missed out on a lawn tractor. Now, it was nothing crazy per se. It was a lawn tractor running and driving with the bagger for $150. Said it needed a battery and a tune-up. So my idea was to eventually, when I got off work at some point during the week, is go grab it. I come home, the garage is full. Can't do anything. And of course, another flipper buys it, and he does the same thing. Yet, we're still stuck with a garage full of stuff.
Somebody has got to negotiate, get a few deals so you have content. Somebody has to do this.
So Doug's
Doug's
Garage answered a great question.
And answer that fairly, please.
So these hands get injured a lot. I'm sorry, fingers.
You like a few fingers that you injure often.
So it's so bad that our local, what is that, Stat Health?
It's like we have like an urgent care. Like if you don't want to go to the emergency room and sit, there's like an urgent care center that you could just like be seen for like sutures, lacerations, that kind of thing.
So they
know him by name. I'm going to bring up a picture
because there was a stint in my life that I was getting a lot of stitches on my fingers. And I will never forget this moment. It was in the middle of winter last year. Yes, we actually had winter last year. And I was trying to pull a switch out, and there was a spade connector. Well, that was during the summer.
This is him. This is him after getting stitches for like the 8th time. The hat, the bag,
the glasses,
the sunglasses. It's all their promotional gear from the Urgent Center. Like all their paper products to promote their center. He was like their pinup boy for the Urgent Center. And that was him leaving that time. So continue. So every time you get injured, which is often.
So I ended up trying to pull the switch out, and just my stupid luck, my my hand grabbed, but I guess the end of the spade, there wasn't a protective sleeve on it, and sliced my finger right open. I mean, it was brutal. Even I knew I needed to get stitches. So we still needed to do work. So I had to have her fix equipment. But I was literally handing her tools and telling her what to do. So if you guys remember that video on my channel where I sold my $1,000 Arian snowblower from our collection, the triple belted machine, she did the triple belt conversion on it. She did the updated shoot control, and she finished, servicing it. And then after that week, I was kind of able to kind of like push things off till things got better. So
and if he's at work and something needs to be sold and he's like finishing up something, I'm good at if he like converses with me over the phone, like, in like the ER when like the doctor has his assistant, he can talk me through it and I can get through it. I can do things like an oil change on a car. Like I can help and assist on things with a car because I grew up in a mechanical family.
Yeah, she likes to pump the brakes.
But I can do things like an oil change and things like that. Like I know that, no problem at all. But like the equipment, that's like one of my goals for the summer. I feel like if he can talk me through it, I have a really good memory. So I feel like if I could be talked through it, I'm sure if I watch a few of his videos more carefully, that's one of my things. Like I want to actually find a piece of equipment and fix it without him like knowing I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying?
So it's so funny.
That would really ruffle his feathers.
So Ken says his wife is allergic to tools. She is allergic to tools when it comes to assembling IKEA furniture and stuff for like her classroom. Like she'll buy odds and ends for her classroom. Zero interest in doing that. She comes home and dumps it on me.
Because I want to be busy with like what I'm going to do with it. That's fine.
But yeah, so this work week was absolutely insane. I actually ended up getting into a little disagreement with my supervisor over something. And he thought he could punish me by all I could do is tires all day long, which is fine. But if you guys remember, I'm a union heavy diesel mechanic by trade. My tires are not car tires. They're like 150 pounds or more. So I think by the end of the week, I had almost like 35, 40 tires plus my normal job. So they thought they were punishing me, but it didn't bother me at all. Yeah. But it's funny, I started like doing push-ups and stuff and trying to be healthy and eat healthier. My body was like wrecked. I got up in the morning and I'm like dying. I was dying.
And this was the new week for me where I took on top of my normal caseload after work, I took on a couple of my new clients after work. So we were both like ending the night late on top of trying to do some things for Pate's performance. And then next week I got some heavy things with work. Mastermind, I love it. And dude, if you don't think I will run with that idea, Mr. can tell you, give me a good idea. If I see some momentum behind it, I will go hard with it. I will go hard.
What?
Give me a good idea.
For what?
Mrs. Pate Repair School over the summer.
How about this?
I love it. I love it.
So this is going to be her homework because she's
tech. You don't give me no homework.
Yeah, she's tech savvy and all this stuff.
You get summer school.
So for the first couple of streams that we did, we've been using the software called OBS. And I actually kind of liked it. It was very complicated to use, but I sat down after a couple hours and I figured it out. And we were able to do what I want to do with the stream. The stream is also not going to be about us. I want it to be about you guys too.
Hi, Thomas.
As far as showing your projects and whatnot. So I was able to showcase Thomas Andrews' project that he did. And I want to do it again. So when we switch to StreamYard, we can't do that. I tried going back to OBS and I can't do it. But what I also wanted to do is that we do Instagram and she mostly runs it, knows how to figure. She told me how to do a few things. There was like primary messages and general messages. We had like anywhere between like 30 to like 45 messages, videos, the whole nine. And I actually want to show those, but through StreamYard, you can't do it. And through OBS, you can't do it. So now we have to look, or you have to look. I'll be honest. For a streaming service.
In all fairness, things have been really crazy for me at work in a positive way. I'm not complaining at all. I've been asked to do quite a few wonderful things at work. like leadership things the last couple of weeks, more so than usual. So the Instagram kind of took a little bit of a back seat, and I apologized for that. So yeah, it's just I'm trying to shove like that 10 pounds of poo in a 5-pound bag kind of feeling. So, I believe, yes, Ken, does he always complain? Ken, you have no idea. Ken, let me give you an example of the mister over here. I send the mister to work every day with breakfast, coffee, a thermos with a cold beverage, his snacks, a really nice lunch. And my only favor that I ask him every day is that he actually brings his lunchbox in the house so I can make sure everything gets washed and et cetera, et cetera. Since Thursday, he couldn't bring in his lunchbox. And today he left this, like, I made him this like real nice Italian dish for lunch on Thursday. And so, like, you know what, like ricotta and like Parmesan cheese smells like over the course of 3 days? And so he left it in the kitchen sink this morning. And I said, you couldn't bring in your lunchbox for 3 days? And, you know, I get, if you don't like it, don't let the door hit you in the rear end. That's what I get from him because I asked him to bring his lunchbox in.
I got things to do.
Are you kidding me?
I got things to
Don't
fix.
let the door hit me. Would any of you like a Mrs. Pate's performance? I work like 4 jobs. I clean, cook. I'll take care of your family. If Mama Pate's on here, she can tell you, I can host a holiday night like no other. I'll love your family like no other. And I get, because I asked him to bring his lunchbox in, don't let the door hit you in the rear end.
I got things to do.
Oh, and I'll help you with your business.
I got things to do.
Happily. I'll be your
to
partner in crime. Anybody interested? Anybody. So yeah, this is what I work with. Mr. Happy over here. It's like Sesame Street every day. Yeah.
So we talked about OBS and Mastermind said that a lot of Twitch streamers do it, and that's why I felt it was complicated. But I sat down for a few hours and I figured it out. But what it can't do is what I want to do is I got a couple of video submissions and I couldn't put that in there. So then I tried doing the pictures. I was just going to do little screenshots and I couldn't get that to work. So I just kind of gave up. I ran out of patience. So that's going to be her job. That's going to be her contribution. We're going to keep her a little busy so she could stop spending money and trying to overload stuff. And we'll go from there.
Not to sound like a nerd or anything. I hate using that word, but like I had an opportunity through the district. I'm like Google certified, and I know that Craig, Craig is a computer guy. He helped Lucky out this week. So I am also I'm Apple certified, Google certified, like big time certified. Like, so I'm quite like a computer person too, which is also why he should love me a little harder. So I'm quite great with computers. I didn't even know he was having this issue. He tells me as we're laying in bed this morning, I'm having an issue with X, Y, and Z. So I try to troubleshoot with him, and I get like the same crabby, cranky behavior. So I'll have to figure it out. I'll figure it out. I know I will. You know, usually the normal clients that I work with, I can troubleshoot with them, and they're not, you know, cranky and crabby. Nick is here. Thank God. Wow. I can't wait till we get to talking about some of the exciting things you guys have been up to this week. Because, Nick, there is someone that came across our Instagram this week that really reminds me of you. So we first want to just remind you of the giveaway that's ending tonight, which yes. I'll allow him to talk about that.
I'm taking notes.
Can you remind our lovely guests about the giveaway?
So obviously, if you guys are participating in the live, you guys get 2 entries to win. If you don't participate in the live, which is fine, you have to comment on the live, and then you get 1 entry to win. So there's going to be 3 winners and 3 only. She's not allowed to try and give away anything, which is pretty funny. I actually sold a giveaway that I was supposed to do, which is fantastic. So she can't even try and throw that into the mix. That was another argument that we had. I sold the giveaway. I made money, and she's upset.
Snobby.
Please.
Wait, in the famous words of someone I know, if you don't like it, let the door hit you in the rear end.
Yeah, that's right. Jesus.
Pish. Pish. And so can you tell these fine gentlemen what they need to do and what they can win?
I just told them what to do.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise.
Wow.
As you guys can tell, it's been a very, very rough week for the two of us. She hijacked my video. She hijacked my channel. And she filled up my garage with crap. And I can't even get anything right now.
Crap? Crap that's going to make you some money. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Before we highlight everybody's exciting builds or...
we can't do that. We couldn't figure it out.
Well, they can still talk about it. You know what? We're going to have the guys jump on if they like to. Let's highlight Mr. Pate's Performance Big Sale of the Week. Would you like to highlight your big socket sale this week?
That was one of the giveaways. I had a set of Snapon sockets brand new in the box, and I was going to give that away. I think when we hit 1,000, I was going to do that giveaway just to whether we were going to do the spring giveaway no matter what, and that was a big ticket item. But we were going to give away the socket set, and that was going to be once we hit 1,000. But somebody offered me a lot of money for it, so I sold it. Sorry. Next.
So Mr. Pate's Performance, you were talking about all the crap that's in the garage that I brought home. How long have you been holding on to your socket set, Mr. Pate's Performance? Let us know. Let the viewers know. We're dying to know.
A year.
Oh. Now, do you think you'll hold on to those Red Max blowers for a year?
No.
Oh, okay. Enough said. Viewers, have we heard enough from him? Okay, good. Moving right along. All right. I say we allow these gentlemen, if they would like, and Chris, I agree. You know what my biggest mistake was? And first of all, God bless, because my mother has been gone. She never had, I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing. She never had, what do we call it? Is it even the opportunity, we'll call it. She never had the opportunity to meet this fine gentleman here. Whether she would have told me to run or what. But yeah, she would have told me I was way too good to this man from day one too soon. And yes, Chris, he's had it too good for too long. But his fresh mouth, he's had this for as long as we've been together. So I guess maybe I'm the dummy because I put up with it for too long.
I'm the king of one-liners. Nick Mowers knows that. You can check out his channel. Yeah. I zinged him. Yeah. But it's all in good fun, right? Nothing we say.
How is this one-liner? Yeah. When Ken picks me up in his truck or his car and Ken and I give you the one-liner of, later. How's that one going to work out for you?
Wait, hold on. So I'm trying to hide.
Oh, what was that?
I'm trying to hide my mullet, right? I want to surprise you guys because V2 is going to come out soon. Well, not V2. V2 is in the process. I don't know how long it's going to take for version 2 to grow and come to light, but I'm going to be covering my mullet because I don't want to unveil version 2 until it really
Jack,
comes to full light.
Jack, you look like a good-looking gentleman. But Jack, I have to ask you, honey. You have sunglasses on in your picture. You say that this mullet's looking good. Are those sunglasses because you have a vision issue? Or are those just because you're a good-looking guy and you like to wear sunglasses? Because how could you even say that this mullet is coming along well? So please tell me, I am very sensitive to individuals who are blind or are vision impaired. If you are, we still love you, and I know you could be typing by Braille. So if you really, truly believe that this is a good-looking mullet, please let me know. But if you're vision impaired, let me know too, because I still love you.
See, but that was another thing you failed to do. You were supposed to get me horse shampoo because that's what Obama recommended.
No.
You were supposed to get me horse shampoo, and if you don't get me horse shampoo, I'm going to set up an appointment at the veterinarian, and I'm going to get horse shampoo.
Oh, my God.
Because this might take a while. Version 2 might take a while. So I am going to cover my mullet and my hair for a while until V2 is done.
No.
It might be who knows how long, but we're going to figure it out. You know, the best gift is the one that's not expected. So my version 2 mullet is going to be my gift to you guys.
Chris, I have to tell you, I am a firm believer that those who are not with us are definitely with us and watching over still. And I was a really good daughter to my mother. But honestly, like, Ma, you're doing me dirty because she's got to be seeing what I'm dealing with here. Like, she would never. I would love you got to remember, my mother was like a saint on earth. My mother had like almost 800 people at her funeral. People I didn't even know my mother knew. And people called her a living angel, like living angel. The woman had wings behind her that you just couldn't see. So like, she would have literally, but she was also like old school Italian. Like my brother got hit with like a frying pan and like a spatula. So like at the end of the day, I think she would have been all over him with a spatula or a spoon at some point because I don't know. And watching over me, I don't know. I don't know about that.
So as far as buying and selling, so today's a pretty crazy day. So I was supposed to work on the truck yesterday and I kind of sidestepped it because I have 3 people that want to buy the same lawnmower. Now, one person actually knows that I buy and sell.
Aw, thank you for giving him love, Jack. And you do look fly in your glasses.
So they asked if I have any other lawnmower. So I said yes. I gave them a self-propelled lawnmower. So I have this lawnmower at 140, right? It's a push mower. I usually sell them for 135, but because I reconditioned the blade and I sharpened it, I tried to see if I can get 140 out of it. So I have 3 people that want to buy this lawnmower at 140 at 3 different times. So if I sell the lawnmower to the first person, right, then I'm going to try and sell the $200 self-propelled lawnmower to the person who asks, whoever comes gets it first. And then after that, I have a bait and switch lawnmower that if the next person that comes like, oh, here you go, here's the lawnmower, kind of looks like it. It's an older Briggs. It's the one that we like with the non-plastic carb, but you know, it is what it is. So today is going to be a little bit busy. And then we're also, Mandingo is getting his mullet today too. So I bought a custom rear bumper for Mandingo. Now Mandingo's made in America. I'm made in America. This bumper is made in America. And she is upset because it doesn't go with the theme of the truck. And I told her that the truck has to reflect who I am as a person. So we're all made in America, all 3 of us. I have a mullet. Mandingo has to have a mullet. So it's going to be business in the front and party in the back. And she is not happy, but she doesn't have a choice.
So his mommy, I think maybe still watching. And I say this in the most loving way possible because I think she may possibly agree. I don't know if you were made in America. I don't know. I don't even know if she birthed you. I really think you just like, I don't know. I think you came from like a hawk one night. Like you were left on a doorstep. There is no way. His mother is also like a living angel. So there is just no way you came from her. There's just no way. No way.
So, I mean, it's not a Chevy, it's a GMC, but it's all the same platform. It's a GMT 400 platform. So before we get into it, right, so we were talking about injuries. I forgot to mention it. Thomas Andrews, our first channel that was featured on here, this project, he actually hurt himself. So Thomas, I hope you're feeling better. Let's send some warm wishes to him. He's been knocked out all week. He banged himself up pretty bad,
Thomas,
but it's only temporary. He's been going crazy because he can't do anything. But you know what? It's an earned couple of days off, and you could rest up. What do you want to do? What is this?
Sam, that's funny.
Yeah, okay. Cat.
I love it. Hey, EJP.
EJP's on, so here we go.
And I can't even tell you, you had to see the way this bumper came, like how was it FedEx or UPS?
UPS, it was on Instagram.
Oh my Lanta. This thing looks like they literally played like, let's like dump it off the back of the truck. Let's see how many times we could do it.
Yeah, it's on Instagram. You guys really have to get on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's free. It's easy to use from what she showed me.
Yeah.
Instagram feeds YouTube, and I can do a lot more posting on Instagram than I can do with YouTube.
Yeah. And let me just take a little moment here, boys. Don't forget, if you haven't liked this live yet, please make sure you click the like button. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed to Pate's Performance at YouTube. And make sure that you follow us on our Instagram at Pate's Performance channel.
Nick's Mullets.
Great mind with the like. I was going to put you on blast for that. Damn, girl. Look at those curls. Before we start today, if some of you remember from last week's streaming, some friends yearly, I just want to remind you on our streaming, and when we bring in our friends, there is no cussing. We want to keep our language clean, ladies and gentlemen. And we also want to respect all the opinions of all of our viewers. And we want to try to keep it as little political talk as possible. Capiche? Hi, Riley. Hi. How was school this week, honey?
Guess where he's going?
Where are you going?
Going to Matthew's party in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
So I guess you're dressed for the occasion too.
I'm just ready to go. You can't wear that.
Is that a new channel, Mixed Mullets?
Yeah. I'm convincing
We both decided to change our channels. I'm going to change mine to Mixed Mullets, and Jason's going to change his to Mrs. Pate's Performance.
It has a good ring. Although, Mick, yours has a little bit of a Jerry curl to it almost. That's hot. That's hot.
It took me 3.5 seconds to get that right today. What I was going to do, I was actually going to shave the front bit, so the front bit was bald. That's what I was going to do, but it won't be like that.
I'm not. Come on, no.
And have that little curl in the front.
Nick, you got to put on the ball cap.
I don't care if it takes me 2 years to grow this mullet the way it's supposed to be. It's V2. V2 is happening. It's happening.
Brother, it's going to take you 10 years to grow that.
Oh my gosh.
So Thomas Andrews, this is the person you're talking about before. How are you feeling, and how'd that happen? Thomas, can you hear me? Oh, all right.
I work in retail in a couple of college.
Wait.
We lost Thomas.
Okay. So,
Aww.
Ken, did you hurt yourself this week?
Well, probably emotionally. That's about it.
Emotionally, okay. That happens. I was hurt emotionally this week.
Oh.
We've been at the bits all week long. Oh, forget. My patience.
Actually, I got my youngest kid a job where I worked, so her future is looking promising.
Oh,
okay.
That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living?
I work at Sikorsky Aircraft. We build helicopters.
Oh, okay. So
I'm in charge of all the machine tools. Anytime a machine tool breaks, they call me, my group, and we fix the machine tools.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Milling machines, vertical mills, whatever,
I'm guessing you're more hands-on it, and what will your daughter be doing then?
She's actually sanding what's called a titanium spar.
That's awesome.
She's a sander, but it's a good job. It's a starting job, and hopefully
nothing wrong with that. She's working independence. You can get more money to buy cool things. You don't have to, she can be self-sufficient.
I sent her to school to learn how to be a baker at Lincoln Tech, and she was top of her class. But you know what? She didn't want to get up at 2 a.m. to bake bread. So
okay.
Okay.
Well, but
like I went to college. I have a major and a minor, but I turn wrenches for a living. So there's my college education.
Well, look at me. I started out.
Make that mistake. I
started out. I had an associate degree in mechanical engineering. I became an engineer. I designed bearings for a number of years, and then the money wasn't there, and the opportunities weren't really here because manufacturing in Connecticut was dead. So I started with Sikorsky about 11 years ago. I went back. I got a bachelor's degree in management and an MBA. So now I manage 12 guys, and we fix everything that goes bad. So
that's awesome.
I'd really like to hear.
So, Ken, do you actually have any openings at your place at the moment? Because I know Jason needs a job about.
I'll be honest. No, not for nothing. We actually have people that commute from as far away as Maine.
Wow.
It's only because at the moment, he's sort of feeling left out. He's got nothing to do because Mrs. Pate is over there in the driveway fixing all the stuff right now, and he's like busy just making tea and dusting. Do you know what I mean?
Well, do you notice that today, instead of fixing equipment, he wants to put a bumper on his truck? So that's like a cosmetic, isn't it? So
That's cosmetics. Yeah.
I guess today I'll be turning some wrenches while he's making his truck pretty.
I'm going to need her help because that bumper is very heavy.
Well, it's like a woman. He's accessorizing.
Yes.
Bling, was that bling wow? No, I don't know.
Bling, honey.
No, it's not bling at all, but it's tough.
Mick, I feel so connected to you all of a sudden. Chris had asked if you're a licensed mechanic by trade.
How do you say license?
Heavy duty.
Is diesel ASE or is that a different cert?
1 second.
I'm sorry, repeat that, Ken?
Is diesel like ASE or is it a different certification?
No, so believe it or not, there's ASEs for every mechanic out there. I choose not to be AS certified because my job doesn't financially compensate me to do it. Mm-hmm. So if they're not going to compensate me to do it, then there's no need to go out of my way and study and take the test. And pay
they won't give you a bump or anything if you get certified?
Nope.
No, yeah, so that's not worth it.
So it's really not worth it. So I'm certified to do certain things through my job. Mm-hmm. But the only reason how my college education kicks in is a lot of these guys, they're phenomenal mechanics, better than me. They're just terrible test takers. So in order for us to do certain work on certain engines, we need to pass an exam and the shop needs to be certified. So I'll have to do that sometimes. So that's as far as me getting to use my education and training the new guys because nobody has the patience to train these new guys coming in. It's bad. It's real bad.
Are your new guys though younger or do you find them more middle-aged?
So they're younger, but so we're a union, and I think a lot of people have this conception about unions and the way they work. Our job is completely not what people think a union is. And we have a lot of these guys coming in expecting a certain thing, and that's absolutely not the course.
But what are you?
We had guys last 3 or 4 days, and they're starting out at $30 an hour with pension, with benefits, and they just don't want to work. They have no idea you were going to get down and dirty. They thought they were going to be changing oil. Like you're doing a clutch. Like you know what I mean? Like, well, that's not in my pay grade. We have a job description.
Oh, Mick needs it.
Whoa. Copyright protection slam there. You can't be saying get down and get dirty, son. That's copyright slam.
What? What's copyright slam? Oh,
get down and get dirty?
Yeah. I'm not having
on Instagram. Have I posted pictures of me at work? I don't know if I've ever posted how I'm nasty.
You owe me $50 now for that.
Yeah, okay.
What's that in pounds, Mick?
Oh, it's about 140 quid.
I thought a quid was a bird.
No. Get down and get dirty.
We want to know if there's pictures of you working at work, but
remember when I was covered in blue grease?
Do you really want me to tell the guys at work what they say about you at work?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll put you on blast. So since day one when he started working there, they call him Smurf because there's a lot of really big guys there, 6'4", big guys, and he's like 5'8", 5'7",
5'6",
and he literally, his first job, he came out coated in some blue oil. So, the Smurfs are blue. So they just started calling him Smurf because he's little, he gets coated in things. But the running joke is that he didn't do any work and he always ends up the dirtiest out of all the guys. So then the guys started saying that he ends up just wiping grease on him. So he looks like he's done something at work.
So I work on really big trucks, semis, tractor trailers, the whole line. I am deathly afraid to put them on a lift. I just don't trust it. So due to my height restriction, I'm able to jack up a truck to a certain height, and I could get in there and do all sorts of things, and I'm A-okay with that. So sometimes I get myself, I clean the truck while I'm working on it because I'm squeezing myself in places that I shouldn't have to, but I choose to because
tried wearing high heels, Jason. That would help.
Is that why the back bedroom was open where I keep all my nails?
That was just I'm dropping hints for you.
Oh,
Today's leap day.
yeah. Don't worry, you got yours yesterday, pal.
Okay.
Anyway, don't want to spoil you.
Yeah, so I'm definitely afraid of being crushed by a truck. I mean, I don't know. I could work underneath a car or a certain size truck all day under a lift. On these big trucks, I just have trust issues. I don't know why. I just don't have a good feeling about it. That's why I'm so comfortable working in my driveway. Because I literally work my job and I choose to work on the floor. I choose to work on the floor.
Welcome, Stephen. Welcome.
Yes, I am a smart man. Yes.
A lorry wheel with probably what?
No.
How tall is a lorry wheel? About 4 foot. So it's only it's barely going to touch your head.
well, it's funny. So one of the guys at work jokes around. I think he calls me like Lioness or Lionel. And there was a cartoon character probably when you were a kid, and maybe Ken, that all he did is he would drag around like a blanket. So for the most part, I'm dragging around.
That's Linus.
I'm dragging around a stool so I can work on trucks because
Linus from Charlie Brown. Remember Linus with the blanket?
Yes. So that's what they joke around with me.
What does he call you?
Linus. Remember Linus from Charlie Brown?
Lioness.
Linus.
Oh look, yes. What's your special cap?
Down and dusty. I love it.
There's no copyright on that one.
Yeah.
Love it.
So now here's a question, right? Because you and Mick are sisters. So do you find stuff in the garbage and you give it to him to fix? Or you strip down everything and everything?
Well, that may happen this year.
Yeah, but what we generally do, me and Snobby, is we run our own channel. We don't allow our wives to run it for us. That's generally what we do.
I think you got a timeout coming, Mick.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time, buddy.
So does your brother find stuff and give it to you to fix?
No. No, we're completely self-sufficient.
I found a few Mountfields last year that were in fantastic condition. I literally brought them home, and I went live, and Roy the boy helped me out get them running. It was that simple.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Yeah, I would have phoned Mick, but he's always busy.
Yeah. Too busy.
You know,
some of us.
yeah.
I see.
Fast
I'm normally busy putting the old curling tongs through my hair. That's a problem.
You don't want curly hair, believe me. It's very
Jason,
look at that mop.
You may not curly hair.
You do the floors with that thing.
You know what? I think we're gonna start a hair care product channel.
Am I the only one here with a natural head, or what?
I really have to say,
what are you gonna do here?
Ken has the best hair naturally. I mean, I'm trying to get rid of my hair, and you guys are just, oh my god.
I don't know. I'm kind of seeing the 12 months of Small Engine Nation here. Who wants to be September?
Don't we say about the mullet that it's business at the front and party at the back? I mean, with Jason, it's more like party at the back and on vacation at the front.
Don't make me get out my comb. It's there. It's there. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's bad. But that's why V2 is coming along. V2 is going to take care of all of that nonsense. Version 2 of the mullet. Because
what are you going to do?
I didn't plan on you letting me go this long. I thought you was going to let me shave my head.
No.
So now evolve.
Why don't you just shave your beard? Shave your beard off. Keep the hair. Get some glue. Stick it up on top, and it's covered.
Well, you know what? What I'm thinking about doing is like one of my buddies was joking around like hair transplants. If it's not bad, why not? Let's push it. Do they mow on the opposite side of the lawn?
That's for you boys and gals.
Well, yeah, you could say that. I'll just do it down the middle and leave the sides.
Yeah, I just take all mine right off.
Yeah, we don't worry about having stripes or
The attack of the chrome domes.
So, I mean, as far as I think it's funny, do they mow opposite side of the lawn down under? Now, if you're really into lawns, right, you're supposed to change up your lawn patterns every time you cut so you don't train your hair or your grass to grow a certain way, and then you lack striping effects. But what I don't understand is that your lawnmowers, you guys had a couple of nice lawnmowers on there, that they have rollers in the back to help with striping. On our side, we have to pay. That's an accessory. So we have to get a four-wheel lawnmower, and then we have to spend anywhere from $100 to about $300 to have a rolling attachment on the back to get our stripes. And I have no idea why we can't incorporate that here into our lawnmowers. I don't understand why.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I got 2 or 3 for sale, so just send me some green and I'll post a couple over here.
Wait. I tried sending you some green, right? And you refused to take it, so I can't help you. And I already have a lawn roller for mine. I spent the money. It is what it is.
Oh, you never.
Oh, Nick, he spends like a woman. He spends like a woman. And when he's got nothing to do, I'll see eBay this, Amazon that. Like if he can't get out and work on equipment, he spends like, no offense to women out there,
retail therapy.
He spends like a housewife.
Retail therapy.
Like a housewife.
Wait. Zippo Varga. If you guys know Zippo Varga, if you don't know Zippo Varga, check out his YouTube channel.
Him. Nick knows him well.
He hurt himself. He's been on surgery, and he can't do anything. And what is Zippo doing? He's going out and spending money too. So what's the difference? There is no difference. He bought tools. I didn't buy any tools. I just bought stuff. I bought a bumper.
I tell you, with Amazon and with eBay, we're turning into like women at 2 a.m. in the home shopping network, you know?
Well, you know what? I really love eBay because, eBay runs their specials. And I think I was telling Mick about that.
Oh, the deal?
Like eBay bucks. So it's like 8%, 10%. So I'll have my shopping cart loaded with parts for inventory and then parts for machines that need parts, but I don't need them to be fixed right away. And then once that sale goes on, it's like cling, and it's like anywhere from like $300 to $500, maybe even more. But then with eBay bucks, right, I'm getting anywhere from 100 to even more just from that purchase, right? And then I use a credit card that pays you for spending money too. So we're getting paid 3 ways on parts order. So I try and stack up and I try and spend my money that way. I just don't try and spend money frivolously all the time,
He's so convincing, isn't he? Is that what it's like when he sells a mower?
Oh, Lord.
It's not convincing me.
I figured I have to get him on QVC or infomercials to earn his keep, so he's practicing here.
He's got the right type of hand for it, though,
What
did you say?
Have you got the right type of hands? Do you manicure your nails and everything?
No, I do not. I gave up being a hand model a long, long time ago. And it's funny, I frown upon guys who get like their hands. No. And because it's a popular trend now. And I just, no.
But surely your hands.
Like, how come you don't put lotion on your face? How come you don't do this? I'm a guy. We don't do things like that. Stop. Like my face is supposed to look a certain way. Like, your face is windburnt. Your face is dry. Okay, I work outside. That's what it's supposed to look like. Can't defeat that.
Surely your hands are now softer. Now you stop working on machinery. Surely.
What's on the agenda today? So clearly, as you heard, unfortunately, I'm working on a bumper today that looks like something that it fell out of a Gothic store.
No, it's.
What is everybody else working on today? This thing is it'll be in a video and it's horrific. But what is everybody else working on today? Anything decent? You're going to a party.
Yeah, I've got leaving in the next 2 or 3 minutes yet. I'm going to party with Riley boy. We're going over to a little young lad who's he's 22 years old, but he's got the same syndrome as Riley, and he lives over in 2 across the way. So we're shooting over there to go and see him. Coffee, cake, and sandwiches. Yeah. And
that's Snobby.
yeah, they're snobby. Yeah, they're snobby.
Snobby.
So we're going down there, and then I've got my live stream tonight, and that's it. That's what I'm doing.
What time are you going on, Nick?
Nick, what time?
be about 6 o'clock UK time. So it'll be about lunchtime your time. Your
Okay.
take.
What about you, Ken? What are you getting into?
Echo
What?
backpack PB 620 ST with a straight gassed engine. I got a piston from Lil Red Barn, which sells pistons, and found one on eBay cheap. So hopefully I'll get it running today. The customer's a neighbor. He swore he didn't straight gas it, but once I showed it to him, there was no doubt. So it was brand new. It was $500. They still sell them, I think, in Canada for over $500. So I said to him, well, for $100, I can fix it.
Usually
So I'll do that.
It's 620 ST. Is that orange or gray?
It's orange. It's orange. A 620 is just below the 700 series, so it's a decent one. It's not as many cc, but it's a powerful blower. I mean, it lists for about $505, so it's not a cheap Home Depot or anything.
Yeah, I've never, because I know it's like the 265, then it jumps up
That's
to the
cheap,
580.
yeah.
Then the
But then you got the Home Depot and Lowe's, the 403s, and all the 400 series.
Yeah.
Then you get the 500 series, which is okay. Once you get to 6, 7, and 8, those are like the professional grade.
Because I know the 403s, that's a gray colored machine, so that's an older Echo. 620, I have to check that out.
Yeah, those are ones, if you notice, they say 403 L or H for Home Depot or Lowe's. They actually used it in the part number.
Oh, okay.
So when you see H or L at the end of the Echo blower, those were the ones sold at Home Depot and Lowe's.
Oh, because I thought the numbers at the end was, see you later, Mick.
Usually the numbers at the end signify if it's a throttle on a lever.
Yes.
Yes.
H or T. That's what I thought. Because there's the 500H is the handle, 500T is throttle. And then I know for the 265 series, the 265 is for the handheld blower. And then the 265 LN is the backpack blower. And then the same thing with the 755s. It's 755H handle, 755 ST. You know,
the 403 series. Whenever you see 403, they're either H or Home Depot and Lowe's. Yeah.
Yep. Same. Oh,
interesting. Good to know.
Because the only 403Ts I have seen, 403Ts or 403 or H's, and they're gray, and it's the handle or the throttle. And I know parts for those are very expensive.
Yeah.
So, Snobby, what you got going? Oh, I'm sorry. Down and dusty today.
Well,
are you?
I don't know about you guys, but it's actually Saturday today and it's Sunday tomorrow, and I don't do nothing on the weekend except watch videos.
Good,
Nice.
good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you, man.
I put, the reason why I have to put the bumper on the truck today is because I left it in the entryway. So it's kind of forcing her to do it.
Oh my God, it's
because she has to look at it. She has to step over it. I mean, that's how we have to get things done around here.
But let's just talk about this for a second. So the box that this thing came in, I want to say the box that it came in was probably like, I would say about 6 feet long, maybe better. He leaves it right in the entryway with all the wrappings and all the crap that comes with it. And he takes it out of the box and leaves that out too. Like, where are we supposed to walk in the entryway? So the garbage men that take the recycling, that'll take the box, the day comes this week, and I said, how come you're not going to cut up this box to put out for them? Because they won't take it as it is. Like, you have to break it up for them. And he goes, I'll get around to it. Just what everybody wants in their entryway. This long bumper and a 6-foot box and bubble wrap and everything else. So who had to break up the box with a pocket knife and get rid of all the crap? Mrs. Pate's performance.
That's right.
It's unbelievable. Like I said, I am on the market.
I'll give you the answer that my wife and kids have to just about every question. Whatever.
Yeah. Seriously.
So
that's how it works here. That's how it works here, you know.
So you don't do any picking on the weekend. You just go out Monday through Friday and do what you got to do.
To be honest with you, there ain't a great deal out there to find right now. It's winter time. Nobody puts nothing out. I've got stuff that I've accumulated throughout the year last year to do. You know, I've got a little shed out there that's just full up. I can't get no more in it to take apart.
So I guess you're like guys here, because I have a local, I call him a land clam, and he'll hold on to stuff till the prices go up. And then he'll just and I just see him flying past the house, and he'll just unload everything, trip after trip after trip after trip. Yeah. That's what we do. Sort of stockpile it, because you know the winter time's going to be hard. But I've only just watched a video this morning, Shark Scrapper, and he's rolled up on a pile of stuff on the curbside there,
and there's a lovely looking conditioned petrol lawnmower, right? Now he's picking up stuff. I mean, he's got a fantastic looking truck. It's probably the best looking truck I've seen for a scrapper. And he's being so careful putting the stuff in the back and everything like that. And he actually says, oh, I'm not even going to bother with the lawnmower because I'll probably get petrol on that everywhere. And I'm thinking, no, you must get the lawnmower. He's new to it, I believe. And eventually he actually gets the lawnmower and he puts it in the back. And I think I've actually left him a comment saying, it's probably a simple fix. You'll earn more money from that lawnmower than all the scrap you've got in the truck, right? But he doesn't see it, but he will see it, eventually the penny will drop that it might need a new spark plug, air filter, whatever it needs. It's going to be simple and it can be worth, I don't know, $40, $50.
Yeah.
You've got to get a lot of scrap to get $40, $50.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I work across the street from a scrapyard, and I put a sign on the back of my truck. And the people from the scrapyard complain because I put, if you got a lawnmower, here's my phone number. Give me a ring. I want to pay it. I want to buy it. And the scrapyard got pissed. So I said, listen, how about this? Don't throw away the lawnmowers. I'll come by at the end of my shift every day, and I'll pay you for them. And they don't want to do that either. So it's like, whatever. I don't want anything.
Don't you hate when you go to the dump and you see the guy's got the backhoe with a nice tractor on it and he's just throwing it in the dumpster?
Because where we live, we don't have like a yard or a landfill. We can't go there and pick stuff out. We have a garbage men that come and that's it. The only time we have access to a landfill, we actually have to pay to get in there. And then then it's like ridiculous. So I'm not gonna pay to just set my foot through the front door. That's not happening.
Yeah.
That's not happening. Because if I go there empty-handed, I lose out. So it's not worth it. We don't have access to some of the things you guys have. Like some of you guys have really good pawn shops. We have none of that here, as well. So, some of the things you guys take for granted, I wish we had them.
Long Island doesn't have pawn shops?
Yep. Nope.
No.
Really? We got hundreds of them here.
Pawn shops or somebody like
we do have pawn shops, Ken, but not with the
Was it more jewelry and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
People are pawning their jewelry.
Well, it's Long Island. It's the money area,
Yeah.
They're not going to want to make $5 on a chainsaw alone.
But even on the island itself, on Long Island, where we've gone, we haven't seen some of the stuff you guys get. Jersey. Remember we seen one in Jersey? We stopped at one in Jersey.
People are pawning technology, jewelry, things like of that nature, not like the good stuff. I would say we do like over the summertime, like since I'm able to be around during garbage pickup time, like last summer, like when I would go on my run in the morning, there was one, but last summer I found 2 lawnmowers. And I literally came back with the lawnmowers.
Jogging with the lawnmowers?
Yeah, because the garbage men didn't get to them yet. But they find them and they keep them, so it's hard. It's hard to find stuff.
I could just see the trash guys chasing you down the street in the truck and you're jogging with the lawnmower.
The one wasn't decent. It was an electric one, and the other one was decent. So,
What I noticed up here, they don't call them pawn shops anymore. A lot of them call them, consignment shops.
Okay.
Where the people will actually consign the merchandise for 6 months or something.
Yeah.
So
it seems neater than the word pawn shop.
Yeah, we opened up a consignment shop in our area, but it's strictly clothes.
Yeah, it's clothing.
Well, we just have goodwill mainly for the clothes.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
So let me see. For the last couple of minutes, we have Mr. Keller. Remember, no cursing, Mr. Keller. Curb your language.
No
Please.
cursing. Ken, Ken, what happened with the laptop? I saw earlier you mentioned about you were going for Best Buy.
Yeah, last week I went out and I said, let me go so I can start doing real videos. So I went to Best Buy with my kid and we're over there and there was 3 or 4 of them that I liked.
Yeah.
And $500-$600, whatever.
Yeah.
Not in stock, or I have to drive 100 miles to get it. And I was like, I don't want it. So I'm thinking I want something though, if I get a laptop with a backlit keyboard. Okay. So that if you're doing it at night, you're not blind. And I mean, I'm not a great typist, so I don't remember the keys. So I have to look at the keyboard, but I need it lit up. So they only have like 4 models with the light up keyboards, but they had them in like Danbury, Connecticut or up north. And I'm not going to drive 30, 40 miles just for that. Aww. So I should just do Amazon and find a deal and just get something.
Yeah. Aw.
So, Mr. Keller, I see you're in your high visibility vest. Are you working or are you jerking today?
Scott,
we got snow for you.
Yeah, when he makes a wise comment, you just give him a wise one right back because he's Mr. Pate's
Well,
performance.
he can't be working if he's sitting there showing snow to me, right?
We
He's
don't
a distracted
discuss when
driver.
people
He's just
drop on and they're
he's just
working.
a distracted driver.
So how's your day going, Scott? What are you getting into today? A busy guy, I can see.
How come every time you guys do a live stream, I get snow?
Well, you know what? It's funny. So I'm part of a group called Long Island Snow, and it's for people who do snow removal. And people were posting that, I think, where you guys are supposed to get hammered like 4 feet of snow. And I'm telling like the guys, like, give it up. It's not happening. The season's over. So I guess you were in that area where you guys got dumped on, correct?
I mean, every time you guys do a live stream, I get snow.
I know.
We've established that, Scott. He is.
Look at every snow.
Yes.
I got a foot coming.
Oh
Oh
my.
my God.
So jealous.
So are you going to be driving in the snow? Or
You know what I got to do today? Look what I got to do today. Belts on a snowblower because I ripped them apart last week. Look.
You know what?
Tractor
That's
Supply
poor
belt.
maintenance. Poor maintenance. That's on you. That's poor maintenance.
No, it ain't. It's the original set of belts. See? Look. There's the original receipt for that thing. I told you, I got a monster. I don't have a Tinker toy like you got sitting down there.
Whoa. I take my snowblower quite serious.
Look at read what it says.
Oh.
Where is your wifey cup?
1236.
So Dirt Rider's here. Oh, so all right. So Jack Bray,
Jack
you can answer
Bray.
that.
We are in New York on Long Island. Whereabouts are you located?
Who?
Jack. No, that was for us, Scott.
Scott,
I
you
get-
still up in Horseheads, right?
Yep. I'm sitting outside the terminal warming up my car because it's 21 degrees here and snowing.
See, we've had some cold temperatures this week on the island. Like it's been really windy and whatnot, but we're not getting any snow, none whatsoever.
I got a foot coming between now and tomorrow. You bring your snowblowers up. I'll give you work to do.
Yeah, no, I'm expensive, Scott.
Hey,
Scott is willing to pick me up for free.
hey! I got a 5-bedroom house. I'll give you a woman cave in the backyard.
No, thanks. That's big of you.
All right, guys. So our hour is up.
Oh, wait
we are
a
going
second.
to what?
Oh, wow. Jack, you're in the UK? That's neat. I don't know why I just assumed he was here in the States. Very cool.
Was it the sunglasses that he has on?
I
his,
don't know. He had a very New York kind of guy look to him. I don't know. I assumed. I don't know.
You think every
Do you
guy from
have
the UK looks like Mick, bald with a wig on?
Well, you know what? Jack has a full set of hair. That's all I noticed.
Oh,
That's what I noticed. Jack
I
has
don't
a
know.
full
Jack's
set of
picture looked like there might be a mullet back there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I don't see a mullet. So Jack has a little accent going. I got a thing for accents, that's for sure. Okay, very nice, Jack. Excellent. Very nice.
All right, so that's it. Our hour.
more
is up. We
snow.
have a lot of things to do. We have Mandingo has to get a mullet. We have to
I
hopefully
don't
sell a
wanna
couple
do
more
the
mowers.
bumper.
Okay, and then we have to get ready for our giveaway because today is the last way for the giveaway. So obviously you guys have
I don't wanna
participated
do
in this
it.
live.
I love it. I love it.
So
That's
obviously, if how do you do that? So obviously, if you guys are here now,
That's cool.
right? You guys got 2 chances to win. If you didn't get to today, then you just comment on the live, then you guys get 1 chance. And then I think one day this week, I don't know if we're just going to do a video or if we're going to do the giveaway during the live, but somehow, some way, we're going to get it going. And you guys
And I
know
hope nothing else sneaks into the giveaway by accident.
Nope, because I sold it. Sorry.
Hey, look at this. The three of us there's 3 of us that look like the 3 amigos. We all got the gray going on, and this guy here looks like he dyes it. You dye that beard there, old bad egg.
Definitely.
Come on.
He's gray. Don't let him fool you. He's
All right,
getting
guys.
there.
Absolutely always a pleasure seeing you
And-
guys.
If you haven't liked this live, please check off that little like. And if you're not subscribed to YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to Pate's Performance. And if Ken, are you going live today or tomorrow?
I'll be on Mix later.
Okay, perfect.
No, but when
Excellent.
do you do yours?
When he feels like.
Sometimes like a Sunday morning.
Okay.
You know?
When you're not around.
When I'm working. Oh, must
But
be.
then
That's right. I go in and I see Ken has a live, and then I see.
There you go. The Chrome Dome. I like it.
You like it? I'm sure you do.
Aw.
All right, guys. Have a
thank
wonderful
you.
weekend. We'll catch up with you during the week.
Bye.
Bye.
everyone.
Bye. Bye.